So YouTube followers and other Superform members have been asking me, what exactly is taking Baltic Supra so long to come back out if all that broke was that bottom crank pulley? And I want to start by saying I never thought I'd be shooting a video like this where I'm narrating the car's story or nothing like this. Instead, just post some fun races either at the track or street digs, you name it, roll any rolls whatsoever. And so I've been asked, what's taking so long if all that broke was that bottom crank pulley? And that's exactly all that did break. I posted some pictures of it where it shattered right in half. But as you saw in my last video, I figured if the car is going to be down, might as well change a couple more things. So the car was still running stock valve train. All it had was a cam and some head studs. So I went ahead and ordered some Ferrera springs and retainers, and also some Ferrera valve stem seals. And that there was taking me so long to bring the car back out. I've had a couple bugs, I guess we can call them, more like screw-ups, getting that job done, and that's led me to having the car down for about a week and a half. And now I'm not shooting this video by any means to scare people away from that job, but it is extremely time consuming, and if you can afford to pay someone to do it for you, unless you really enjoy doing that, I would definitely suggest to just pay someone, have them do it for you, no questions asked. So in my particular situation, I got the tool from a great friend of mine to compress the springs and be able to remove the lockers and be able to do the job, change the valve stem seals, change the springs, retainers, etc. And just like it always happens, as we're almost about to finish, I believe it was the second to last spring on the head, a small little locker goes flying across the garage. Haven't found it ever since. If you guys can see it anywhere, let me know. So we couldn't find it anywhere, and my friend, who's also building a Supra, runs to his house, and he had actually Ferrera lockers, which I never even knew existed. So he went and got those, brought them back to the house. We put it into that one missing spring, and bam, we had a perfectly we had all the lockers in place. The springs had been changed, the retainers had obviously been changed, the valve stem seals had been changed. We figured we were all done, and we started comparing the Ferrera lockers to the stock lockers, and noticed that the Ferrera lockers had more of a tight squeeze on the valves. It looked like a better job had been done. So next day we said, you know what, if we have a full set here, a full 48, might as well change them all. And that way we have the Ferrera lockers, Ferrera valve stem seals, we have the Ferrera springs and retainers. So we did that. Second day we go back at it again, another couple hours worth, because it's definitely, like I mentioned, a time consuming job. We get all that done. As we get that done, so this is already a second day doing this, as we get that done, and I figured I'm all complete, I'll put the cams back on, throw the valve covers on, finish everything with the timing, because I also bought a lot of timing things to change. My timing belt, I had personally never changed. I've owned the car for 3 years, so I bought the new belt, the new tensioner, and I figured I'll get that stuff done, have the car back on the road. I started reading online, and I noticed that there was 12 valve stem seals for the intake side and 12 for the exhaust side, and there were different part numbers. They were completely different valve stem seals. They're the same size. They look identical. However, from what I was told, they're made of different materials, so they're a bit different. So no way I was gonna close my head back up or put the valve covers back on and leave it like that. So I said, wow, okay, I'll order new ones again. I'll get this done right once and for all. And we did that. I got the new valve stem seals again from my friend who's building a Supra, and I don't want to show you guys just yet. So I got the new ones from my friend who's building a Supra, and as we go to do the job, at this point it would have been a third day working on it. We were just burnt out. We decided to take one full side of the head, the whole exhaust side, take all the lockers off to start removing all the springs and get in there and get the job done. And we both completely ignored the fact that we had to bring each piston up individually to get the job done. So you guys can already assume what happened. My motor now looks like this, complete disaster. We dropped multiple valves into the motor, so that forced us to remove the head, and now the head's going to the machine shop to get it done right. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason. I'll take advantage and change the head gasket. I was still running a stock head gasket. My head had never been lifted. Nothing aside from a cam and some head bolts, but the head had never been lifted. So I'm going to take the head to the machine shop, get a fresh head gasket back in there. So again, not to scare anyone, but it's definitely a time-consuming job. You need the right tools, and again, it's just a lot of work. So the car would have easily been running just having someone do it right the first time. So this is the head now. We just got the head out of the car. It'll be going to the machine shop tomorrow, and get it back on the road. I mean, the car is running extremely strong for having stock internals, and I'm not quite ready to upgrade the internals yet. I look forward to continuing to push it and see how much can it hold, or how low into the nines I can take this car. So this here shows I've had a couple people also not believe that the car was stock internal. So you can see the stock head gasket on here, the stock pistons, rods. I just dropped something else. I keep making this worse. Alright guys, so hope you enjoy. The car will be out soon. I'm going to be doing my best to make it a Florida 2K14, so hope to see you guys there.